How late am I? Ronbo, you do best not to talk about that. I agree. Fam, how you doing today, huh? I'm telling you right now, boy, it's getting better. This is only the beginning. If you've heard about what happened in camp already, get used to it. Let me go with the injury report, though. DJ Jones, that knee, motion concussion, both guys returned to practice today after missing the last 4 sessions. Mike Person is day-to-day with that foot strain from yesterday. Antone Exum Jr., he did not participate in today's session with a knee injury. He is also day-to-day, so it's not real serious. They got plenty of time to heal up between now and Tampa Bay opening game. George Kittle, he continues to rest and heal his strained all-pro calf. I'm telling you right now. Oh! And the title reads, 49ers versus Broncos practice report. Defensive intensity frustrates Broncos in the fight. Woo! You know, fam, when a team has arrived, other teams will say, man, we can't do nothing with them. What we going to do? We done lost face. We'll hit somebody in the mug. Everybody in attendance, and including John Lynch, consents the 49ers defense was on the verge of fighting with the Broncos offense. Everybody consents it. According to the report, 2 days of joint practices reveal how intense and vocal this particular 49ers defense is for 2019 and how dominant it can be with a fierce pass rush, which is why people still question the secondary. I don't know. Is it me? I don't get it. I'm looking at that secondary, and all I see is stars. I really don't. And even without J-Dub, I'm looking at Tavarius Moore. Nobody's messing over him or with him. If I got Richard Sherman over here, and you know what, we'll see about Spoon, but you got Jason Verrett standing by. I don't get I'm so worried about the secondary. What for? Those guys will be fine, especially behind this pass rush. The only fine of these team practices, though, started brewing probably yesterday, to tell the truth. But today, at the 49ers physical defense, completely ticked off the Broncos offensive line, who promptly ejected 2 of their players for the fight, as opposed to nobody on the 49ers. Here's the 49ers. Can you see them standing there, whoever made the offensive line feel nasty? As the dudes and Broncos are going away to the locker room, you stand there if you're a 49er. I'm sorry, ass. Hey, hold him, right? Because it wasn't a major knockdown, drag-out affair, but an air horn had to blow the matchup dead. It lasted under a minute. And yet, it was an impressive show of force and camaraderie by the 49ers. Boy, everybody hustled out on the field. Don't do that. 49ers defensive front had been living in the Broncos backfield, and the Broncos, I'm talking all afternoon or all morning. And the Broncos finally got frustrated and went into a fight mode. Here's the thing, though, fam. The 49ers D has come to that point finally. And we're hoping this would happen someday and looking for when and if the 49ers are ever going to rise to a level where they actually just frustrate other teams defensively. I think the time has just about arrived. You had to figure another few months and another year or so of maturity. These guys playing together. This is going to be a rampage in defense. When teams feel like they're being bullied, you know something's up, fam. Lynch was quoted saying before practice, all in all, the identity of the defense is coming together. We're going to come at you. We're going to tee off. We're going to keep coming, and we're going to be physical. Hopefully part of that is turnovers start coming. They have to. If anything correlates to winning and losing consistently, it's that turnover margin. And we've got to become a team that takes the ball away. Unquote. Let's go over some of the kick-ass details of the day, shall we? During 11-on-11 work, DJ Reed Jr. had a PBU on pass from Drew Lock, intended for the rookie receiver Calvin McKnight. No, denied. Martin Ziocha had a big run stop behind the line of scrimmage. I imagine he must have came over from the Sam. Wham! Behind that defensive line, all things like this can happen, see. Because the front line offense is sitting there. And all of a sudden, the linebackers just now, it's all their show. Marcel Harris recorded multiple PBUs. I said multiple PBUs, not one. He had multiple PBUs during today's session, including a breakup on a pass over the middle from Kevin Hogan to tight end Buck Howard. No! The 49ers defense recorded the lone takeaway of the day. Joe Flacco completed a pass to Tim Patrick. He thought, no! Fred Warner strips Patrick of the ball. There's Akello Witherspoon diving for the recovery. 49ers football! During 7-on-7 drills, Kowalski T got his hands in between a pass from Flacco and Emmanuel Sanders for an incompletion. Did I say Emmanuel Sanders? Isn't that their premier wide receiver? Isn't he one of the NFL premier wide receivers? Kowalski T. Richard Sherman got involved, swatted away a pass from Flacco, intended for Fred Brown. My question is this. What are the Broncos thinking about Monday night? Can they stave off? Well, it won't be a nationally broadcast game, but it will be seen in a lot of places. Stave off the embarrassment. I got a feeling the 49ers are going to clown these guys in the first quarter, and it sounds like the second string's probably not going to have a hard time with the Broncos either. Demontre Moore, and I'm telling you right now, I gotta say, man, Demontre Moore is becoming more and more visible in this defense. And Jordan Thompson, they both recorded back-to-back sacks against rookie quarterback Brett Ripien, both forcing incompletions. Contavious Street and Eric Armstead got together today, recorded several pressures. I said several, not one. The top offensive observations, let's go to that. During 11-on-11 red zone drills, Matty B recorded a rushing touchdown. Jordan Matthews and Ross Dwelly also found the end zone during the drill. Breida and Tevin Coleman both hit the open field for would-be rushing touchdowns. We haven't seen them in a while, too. Jimmy G must be good. Good to see y'all back, man. Let's kick some booty in today. Touchdown! Breida, Coleman doing the full team drills. Nick Mullins connected with Deebo Samuel on the crossing right for a huge gain. Samuel, that man again, also had a 15-yard pickup on guess what? McVay would be excited. It was a jet sweep again. That's going to be his thing, fam. You go see the Deebo coming around. They go, oh. And you know, you can option with that because if teams get used to seeing Deebo with that jet sweep, if he's lined up in that position, all right, watch it. Jet sweep, watch it. Whoa, cover. It's too late, fam. Too late. They can't do it. I'm telling you, man. Hey, a few plays later, C.J. Beathard evaded pressure. Did I say CJ evaded pressure? Good, CJ, good. And found Dante Pettis over the middle for a modest pickup. I was glad about it. Dante finally. Dante, get involved, Dante. I want you. The best. I know you're the most talented guy on the team. Assert yourself, Dante. Stop clowning around. You could be a number one guy. All you got to do is go for it. He did today. Marquise Goodwin. Marquise held the clinic out there. I mean, he's putting quick in all over the Denver D. Marquise had several up-and receptions, including a 25-yarder from Jimmy G up the left side during team drills. It must look like a lot like the 49ers are trying to cover Keith last year. Richie James Jr. also had a standout session. He came down with several receptions himself, including back-to-back contested catches. I said contested catches. Oh, after he just could have made that contested catch last week against the Cowboys, I'd have been so much happier. Anyway, he had that on the move the ball period. Practicing in the first team 2-minute drill, G connected with Matthews on a tough catch for 12-yard pickup to set up Robbie Gould up for a walk-off field goal. Why that was even necessary, I have no idea. Clowning. Denver sideline started joking anyway about it. Oh, man, come on, Robbie, man. You serious? Hey, just sit there and watch. So as and head coach Vic Fangio called his timeout, see if they could get in Robbie's head. Clowns, man. It didn't work, though. Goal connected on a 55-yard field goal as the time expired and played the role, joking and all, stared the bench down as he walked back. You know, hilarious stuff, man. I tell you. Man, I don't know. I just saw this coming. Everybody ain't even back yet. If the 49ers defense was out there doing that without D and Nick, other people were sitting down. George is sitting on the bench. I'm telling you right now, I'm about to lean toward 13-3. You know, I've been trying to be cool because everybody accuses me every year. Ronbo, man, your delusion is making me crazy. Man, what the hell are you talking about? I said, you know what? This year, I think okay, I'm going to stay to 10-6 until after the first week of the season. After that, I ain't telling where I'm going to go. I'm going to change my mind after that, especially if we win for, oh, man, I got to see what I got to see. William Roberts, Flacco's going to be torn by this defense. Torn by this defense, I guess. Wait, what's up? Jay Anderson, what's up? Repping Richard VA, 804 up in here. Niners for life. Go Niners. Daniel Andre, what's up? I heard there was a fight today. Who was it? They won't identify the culprits. All I know is a 49er defensive front was penetrating and knocking the offensive line around like toys, getting all up in the backfield every other snap. Flacco, it's no wonder he got anything off today. I mean, it was they still kicked his butt when he did get it off. You can see what happens. Flacco the PBUs were everywhere. They got picked off. I mean, it's just the way it's going to be. Anthony Baker, let's go Niners. Ronbo Sports, my best. Thanks, Anthony. J. Hunter, 804, says, been a while, Niners all day with Richard VA. Salute, Richard VA. What we got? Let's open up a chapter out. We may as well move. Everybody should need to move to Virginia. We call ourselves the 49ers, but we call ourselves Worldwide Niners. America's team, looks like to me. Salvador Briscoe, what's up, Sal? He said, I'm going to paint your horse in red and gold. We're going to smack the Denver Broncos. We got playbook in the bag. Jimmy G is back. Defense getting sacks. Shanny Swag is back. Niners.com, Cole, what's up? Hey, Niners.com, how's your foot, man? Are you doing better? Niner Empire, sack Francisco Bronco killers. Slick 68. The NFL has a vendetta on the 49ers. They did a dirty straight bull. I know, man. What did they do to them? They gave AC a $28,000 fine for knocking the bejesus out of a cowboy. I don't even think it was worth it. You know, should have charged him $5.99. I mean, that's all the Dallas Cowboys worth, man. I don't understand that. Hey, Ray Jr., what's up? Ronbo the Empire. Oh, All-Star Lula. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. What's up, my ear? Goodwin killing it. He had a day today. I'm wondering though about the Broncos secondary. What's you know what though? That'll have, if you don't have coverage for Goodwin, he will do that. He looks good, like Kyle said. He wears it out in practice, preseason every year. It's if Goodwin stays healthy is when he'll kill you. Now let's see what happens from here. Sachs Montgomery. Hey, how many picks did we get? Mostly PBUs. I don't think we actually didn't. We swatted everything down. Sherman could. I don't know how close he could have came to a PBU, but I mean, a pick. But they couldn't get any passes, and they did get a completion. There was getting stripped, and we recovered a fumble. I mean, it was total intimidation. Antonio again. We're gonna be hot, fast, physical, and gas. All gas, no breaks, and pain. Punishment. Go Niners. What's up, Niner fam? Big Tony's Richard V.A. Roger Jorgensen. If you're scared and know it, clap your hands. Flat false start. I'm clapping for the Broncos. If you're scared and you know it, clap your hands. If you're scared and you know it, clap your hands. Flacco needs to sit down before somebody get hurt him is what they need to do if they want to keep a starting quarterback for the first game. You know what I'm saying? It's left side. I knew that. These are my phones. I know what I'm doing. Big Will, my player partner. Come on in, Will.
Player partner Ronbo was good.
Will, the defense is good, and they've gotten to that level. They've gotten to that level. Will, they're out there making people sick and mad and tired. Breakout fighting. You know, anytime that happens, somebody is frustrated. Woo! They was all and talking loud, running smack. The good old days may be back, Will. Oh, ho.
Well, man, I like that tenaciousness that they have, man.
Damn.
When you got a good defense, man, and you disrupting everything that the offense got going on, they get frustrated. And when you add a little, when you talk smack to them, kind of make their
Makes
blood
it,
boil a
makes
little
it
bit, things
worse.
will get out of hand. But that's all part of football, man. When the offense can't get shit going, they get mad, man. And then when you talk smack to them on top of that, they get really angry. But the objective is just hey man, just don't don't retaliate, man.
Hey, that's
Just
what it did.
don't retaliate. Yeah. So
Broncos had to go take a shower, and the 49ers still
yeah,
standing there laughing and pointing.
right, man. So like I said, man, Scangarello had to send a couple of guys to the locker room because they temper, but we didn't have to send nobody. So I mean, that's important, man, because when you're in a real game situation and stuff like that happens, man, you don't want to retaliate because it's gonna cost the team yards, man, to put you out of scoring position, put you out of and put you back in negative position, man, where you got to fight back to get another first down. So stuff like that, man, you got to control. So that shows uh good character
That's
toward
right.
the 49ers, man. Kyle Shanahan is laying down law, man, letting them know, man, you can't do stuff. Just be great, and if guys get under their scheme, that's their problem, not us, because we got we heading the right way. So
Intimidate
uh
them into making mistakes. That's all you got to do.
yeah, man. So you know,
Woo. Hey,
so
Will, let me ask
yeah,
you
man.
this. Oh, go ahead.
What's
Go
up?
ahead. I'll ask you after you finish. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Ron. What's up?
It seems Quan Alexander, they've been trying to figure out what has come over Fred Warner since last year. He was already a good football player last year.
Right.
Quan is in his face and in his ear all the time. Come on, man, you got to bring the same energy I'm bringing today. As if Quan said, yesterday you wasn't doing nothing. And Fred, he's turning him into, I don't want to say nothing too early, because it's too early. Will, you know how we've been famous for having linebacker duos?
Yeah.
We may have another one. We'll wait. Let it
I think
develop.
I think so. Mhm. I think so too, man. Juan Alexander, man, he brings a swag to the team, man. But at the same time, he bring that tenaciousness, man. That fire, man. That get pumped up, go out there and hit somebody, take the ball away, man. Just no holds barred, man. Just get after somebody's ass, man. And that with Fred, giving that off to Fred Warner, man. And then the rub off him, man. That makes it great on him, man. That makes it great for the whole linebacker group. You bring somebody like that in, man. It adds a different level to the group, man. So I mean, Buccaneer, his former teammate said, man, he was the heart and soul of their defense, man, because of what he brought, the attitude, man. The talent, so like that. When you come to another team and it rolls off, player that's already there, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's another boost for the linebacker group. That's another boost for the team. So I mean, I see Warren and Quan Alexander knocking some heads off this year, man. I'm talking about knocking some heads off, and the ball will come out when they do it. So I mean, I'm loving it, man. I mean, you got to think about it, Rombo. We got players out right now, just due to cautionary reasons, and we out here, manhandling the people, man. Now imagine when the season comes, when everybody's done, everybody's healthy, and we out there, man, just causing hell across the league, man. And it's just surprising that the world doesn't see it.
They'll
Like the
see it
world is
soon.
blind,
They'll see it
man.
soon
They
enough.
blind, because of the other teams that was in the playoffs last year, man. They just so blind, and they just on us, man. That's just crazy. Like, how can you not see that a team is on the rise And and I just don't get it, man. It's crazy, man. You got Marquise Goodwin out there, back to his normal form out there making plays, man, doing what he doing. Dante Pettis finally doing this thing, finally doing this thing. I think Kyle Shanahan got in his ass.
He did. You see the press conference? Kyle says, he's not. He's got to get used to it, and he is. You know what? I don't know. We knew he grew up in a very sheltered situation. I guess with the players he played with from high school all the way up through college, he never ran into no dogs, apparently. Because you should be used to this by this level. I'm kind of surprised, but I got a feeling, unbelievably, that's it. Dante doesn't know how to deal with hood football. I had to put it that way because that's what it is. I'm surprised.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because you got a certain football player that come from a certain background, man. You kind of carry that into the game of football. But I don't think Petty was born into that type of life. You know what I'm saying? Not to knock him off his who he is, man. Not to do that, man.
He's still skilled. Yes, no doubt.
Still skilled, man. So everybody come from different backgrounds, and it carries on into the football field. So,
but Will,
yeah, man, I believe.
The thing is, no matter who you play for, along your schedule, just about in every conference in America, there is at least one school of bad boys. And what'd you do when you played them?
Oh man, I mean, I came from that background as well. You know what I'm saying? So me and those type of guys, we always went at it, man. We always talk shit, cheap shots and all that, man. Being from that type of environment, man, you gotta get it out the mud, man. You can't let nobody take your spot. You can't let nobody disrespect your mind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta you just gotta go in all the time, man. You just can't let nobody take nothing from you. You can't let nobody, just take, your principles.
And just basically diss you right in front of everybody all the time. And then you melt. That just looks... Oh, okay, he'll get it. Because in the NFL, he's going to get plenty. He'll toughen up. I got a feeling he can do it, though. We'll be out of time, though. We're going to be back tomorrow to talk about what's going to happen on Monday Night Football. You ready for that?
Oh, yeah, man. All right. Oh, yeah, Ronbo. Hey, man. Hey, my cousin stays in San Francisco, man. He sent me some tickets, man. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 tickets, man. I got two left, man. Since you live in the San Francisco area, man, I thought maybe you want to get one, man. Come out and enjoy a game with. I think it's a home game against the Rams, I believe. Yeah.
Ooh, you know what though? I really never attend games, but you know what? Because the thing is, I'm always here. I'm gonna tell you what though,
Okay.
Will. If you want to join somebody, we can screen out to join you with that extra ticket. If you got it, how many you got extra?
I got 2 left.
All right. So what we do is I'm gonna screen them out. Well, I'll talk to you about it later. Will, get at me at Ronbo Sports at gmail.com, all right?
Bet. All right, man.
All
Shout
right,
out
man.
to you, Ronbo, man. Appreciate what you do, man. Shout
Thanks,
out to
man.
my TNT fam, man. My player partner, Trey is Big Show, man. Shay Lewis, Russo, Jared Fresh, Real 49 hits, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Daniel. Hey, fuck the Rudy. I mean, fuck Rudy. Fuck the Rams. They only scored 3 points in the Super Bowl, and they lost it. And they scored 3 points in the past preseason. I believe they're going to score 3 points again this coming up preseason game and lose. And they will always and forever be broke. All right, mama.
I was waiting for that. Somebody quoted you on that on Instagram on one of my threads and laughed. Good stuff. All right, Will. See you tomorrow, fam.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Hey, I'm going to Thomas. Thomas. What up? Thomas.
Ronbo.
Thomas, we're waiting on you, man. And you know why?
Sorry about that.
Because we want to laugh and talk about how the Broncos, and I don't know how good the Broncos are. I didn't see their the Hall of Fame game. They look a little better than they probably looking now. 49ers are out there treating them like Pop Warner team. Thomas, man, you got yourself a defense. How do you feel about that?
Finally. I've been waiting for years for this. I mean, ever since Harbaugh left, it hasn't been the same.
Yep. Fangio.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a couple things that some people touched on over the last few weeks, and you too. Also, I want to say, this is my first time calling in.
Yeah. Hey, well,
and
how do we know your name?
I've been listening for a while though, and I want to. What's that?
How do we know your name, Thomas? This is the first time we've talked.
Yeah, I don't know. I was kind of caught off guard too. I was like, "Oh, is that
maybe your ID?" Right. Go ahead, Thomas.
But anyways, I want to point out that I agree with you big time. I'm a big KB supporter. I'm also. I mean, I have supported J-Dub in the past. However,
I don't. You know what? It's okay. I understand.
When we hired Shanahan, I told all my friends I want to see two things change. I want to see Jimmy Ward figure out what's wrong with his health, and Eric Armstead. And I thought Eric Armstead improved his health, but I didn't see J-Dub do nothing different.
And that was a foolish move. I have to admit that diving and forgetting you're not wearing pants, no. And look what happened.
Yeah.
So, stupidity.
Yeah, he is a dog. I mean, we could definitely use him on the defense when he's healthy, but the problem is
when can he be healthy? Yeah. 2 broken arms. 2.
You need to take a calcium supplement or do something, man, because I swear his bones are made of glass.
But his tackling technique. And I got a feeling they're going to work that out. I've noticed the guys are tackling differently, better.
Yeah.
Maybe Dub can get some direction from Woods, and because he didn't hurt himself tackling this time, he hurt it.
That's true.
Poor judgment. So, but go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's always going for the kill shot, which is nice. I mean, I'd love seeing that, but sometimes, I mean, if you just get your man to the ground, just, like Jimmy, live to play another down. But look at Greenlaw. I mean, he's not a banger, but his form is perfect. And when he gets a guy, he doesn't let him go. So. And as far as what you were just saying a second ago about having a duo of linebackers, I mean, we could have a trio in the future of Greenlaw.
See,
so
especially since we're talking about this style of defense with the 4-3. You're right. It's not 2. It's not. It's not a 3-4. So you're right.
Yeah, I know. Quan and Fred have the experience. They're the veterans. But with them there kind of leading him, you could tell Greenlaw, he's intelligent and he's got the determination. I mean, all three could be wrecking havoc. So I'm excited about the defense. I personally think I've been saying this ever since year one, and I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I've never been a Colbert supporter. I mean, I like the kid.
Oh, Colbert.
As a person,
you're the first guy to call him Colbert. I like that. You watch that late night show too.
I think that's why I said
they
that.
spell it the same.
Colbert. Yeah, but I've never really been a huge fan of his. I mean, he seems like a nice person, but his style of play, everybody said he was like a dog. But every time I saw him, be a dog on the field was in the preseason against the Chargers, Game 4, which nobody ever cares about. And then against the Rams backup team, week 17, when they were benching all their starters to go to the playoffs. And I never really saw him being a dog against any other starters. I was never a big fan of Colbert.
Remember the Giants game?
It seemed like he was.
Remember that? Was that the Giants game? Or which game was that? That Eric Reed had to contain him because he had such a beautiful strike against this one dude, one wide receiver.
It might have been the Giants. But if it was the Giants, I mean, that says a lot, my point is, I never see him be a dog against, a real contender. And, I mean, like I said, he seems like a nice person and all, but he's just always out of position, taking bad angles, letting people get by him. It's like, dude, come on. Learn the playbook and figure out where you're supposed to be, your spaces. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But
he's got to come along. He had some issues last year. They were off field, I guess. They were causing him not to focus. I don't know if that really. We'll see. He says he's getting back to himself, so we'll see.
Yeah, I saw that, and actually, I left a comment on your Instagram post about that because to me, I thought, it's really convenient that you're kind of saying this now that you realize your job is in jeopardy. I don't know. That's just the way I took it. Like,
Could
of
be.
course, he wants to save his job. He's going to act like, well, he was having a bad year for a specific reason. I didn't see it that way. But regardless, if J-Dub comes back healthy, I want to see him battle it out with Timor. But I think the future is Timor. That dude is sick.
Well, if for no other reason other than Timor will probably be always available. You notice he's been playing pretty rough. He's still on his feet. What is your name on Instagram so I'll know when I see who I'm talking to?
It's just Thomas_Weber.
Oh, Thomas. Okay. So you use your name Thomas. I remember that.
Yeah.
No problem. All right. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And who knows? Timor may have already beaten Dub out. I don't know. He's been playing
maybe.
awfully well. So.
Yeah, and what I like about these players is, like, I like players like Belichick. He doesn't have to have studs on his teams, but he looks for players that are intelligent and disciplined. And we have intelligent players, but we still need to work on the discipline. The penalties year after year are killing me. Like, if it weren't for so many flags, we would have won a lot of those games that we lost.
Probably. But Thomas, we got to pull up there, though. Thomas, I'll see you on Instagram. And tomorrow, if you got time, get on back in here, will you?
Yeah, of course. Nice talking.
See you, man, Thomas.
To the Niner fan.
Yeah.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, Thomas. Yeah. Thomas. And see, Thomas, see, this is what I like. If you don't like Dub, okay, that's one thing. But I'm running across people who actually think he can't play. Okay, excuse me. Jimmy Ward can play. Oh, make no mistake, he can play. But can he stay on the field? That's his issue. A good example, he's not. You could put Jimmy anywhere on the field, a slot, the outside, but his best position has and always will probably be safety. That's why I'm dying to see him back there. Then I can get you to hush. I will just tell you the truth. JM, JP, low-key Mayo, better than Malcolm Smith. Oh, Mr. P-Town, I ain't seen you in a while. Is that like Moore and Harris at safety, to be honest? Yeah, that could be. Russo, that's a 49er fan. Ronbo switch Emmanuel Sanders coming off a torn Achilles. Oh, I thought they got rid of the guy with a torn Achilles, huh? Didn't they had two guys. Sanders is one of them? I thought the other guy I forgot, Russo. I know they had two premier wide receivers. One of them got cut. Okay, I'll look back at it. Richie Wright, back at it again. Iron Man, what's up? Lamont Brown, what's up? Penn said your boy KB finally caught a pass. Lamont! KB only had that one miss. Come on now. It was hot yesterday. He picked up right where he left off today. Watch out Monday night. KB, Stars. Jay Martinez, Debo gonna be dangerous AF. And you know what AF means. Dre, come on in, Dre.
Oh, what's happening, man? What's happening?
I'm sitting here, I'm feeling like, you do when you at the party, you've had a little too much juice and you get all happy and crazy and everything because your defense, in this case, since you're 49, since your defense is starting to make people so mad they break out swinging.
Oh, yeah, they was talking that shit yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They was talking that shit yesterday, but we wasn't trying to fight. Our guys was running back to the huddle, but now we busting y'all motherfucking ass, and now y'all want to come out and fight and get two players ejected. They got two players ejected like some fucking dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just shows no class. You know, y'all keep that shit over there in Inglewood, California, Colorado, wherever the fuck y'all from, Mile High. Y'all keep that shit over there, you know what I'm saying, with the snow and the rest of the bums. You know what I'm saying? You can dish it out, but you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? That's the sign of a punk. You know what I'm saying? When you can dish it out and you can't take it, that's the sign of a punk. A motherfucking punk.
And they got punked.
Man, you know. Yeah, they sure did.
Oh, I was talking about Demarius. Yeah, Demarius. I thought he was the one who got a serious injury. Did Emmanuel Sanders get hurt last year?
He was the one talking that shit too last year. You know what I'm saying? No, I think that was 2016. He was talking that shit.
Well, yeah, he's
a sucker. He's a sucker too.
They missed out on that Super Bowl. They can't do nothing but talk now, Dre. You know, they missed it. Windows closed on Denver.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. And shit, the last time we played them, I believe the score was 49-7 in that Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it really ain't. It ain't no talk. It ain't no talk. You know what I'm saying? Last time, it was some Steelers talk yesterday. You know what I'm saying, about the championship. But shit, when we played the Steelers in the NFC Championship, shit, we beat them boys 49-12, 49-14. It was something bad, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Then we went on to smack the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, bro, I don't worry about these other teams, bro. You know what I'm saying? What they need to worry about, you know what I'm saying, is, Tavarius Moore picking them off and, Sherman getting PBUs. And then a guy we just signed the same day getting the PBU. Then Malcolm Smith getting an interception. Then Defoe, you know what I'm saying, basically got a sack today. That's the only reason why they made that long completion, because he couldn't touch the boy. You know what I'm saying? They need to be worried about, you know what I'm saying, this front seven coming to touch that ass. That's what they need to be worried about.
And they was.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why they got mad.
Yeah.
You can't win the game.
About
you go try to win the fight.
Light it up. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand all of that, man. Don't fight. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the huddle. Listen to what your coach tells you. And if you can't, you know what I'm saying, do the assignments that he's giving you, it's because the other team is just better, bro. That's what it is. You know, Ronbo, I played sports for a long time, and there was just certain times where, you know what I'm saying, overall, not players, because there was certain players that was on our team. I was just, much better, you know what I'm saying, than the other team's players. But when it came to overall strength, the team was just a better team. And there's nothing you could do about that. You know what I'm saying? When guys are just they're just superior to you as a unit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? DeMontre Moore, he was a guy who came into the league and got big money and had some mishaps or whatever the case. I'm happy to see that he's getting another chance and he's doing it with the right organization. Man, he looks like he might be one of those guys.
Hey,
he might be one of those guys.
I want to ask you about him though. Does DeMontre Moore make this roster? Because I'm looking down the roster and I'm thinking a few people got to go. DeMontre has done enough to make this team. There's some people who already go make the team. Name the dudes you already know who go take the team. How many do you think they go keep?
Man, I don't know, bro. But,
see,
he's making it hard for him, for him to cut him. He's making it hard for him to cut him. And if you put him on the practice squad, he's damn sure going to get picked up.
DeMontre's
he's making it hard for him to cut him.
How many years has he been in the league, though? DeMontre can't. He's not eligible to go to the practice squad.
I don't want to necessarily say, because I try to say exactly when I know. But if I had to take a guess, it might be 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know exactly. But
he can't.
I know he's came in to camp and he's looking pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's not
very small.
So he makes a team or he doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate because I don't want to see that talent go, because he's just having a good time. You see him handling Lyle Collins the other day? Had him in a choke, moving him out the way. That's Lyle Collins.
He was giving that boy the business. Yeah, man. And Marcel Harris had a great day. He was all over the field today. Quan Alexander and Fred. Fred caused the fumbles. You know what I'm saying? Kilo ain't have a pick, you know what I'm saying? But he damn sure picked the ball up off that ground with that fumble recovery.
That means he was right on that play. So, he was right on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So, just being able to cause turnovers, being able to pressure the quarterback, our front seven showing up, then, the DBs that everybody is so, concerned about. I mean, they're out there doing their job.
Just don't
and it's not that. Like the Broncos. It's not like the Broncos are bums. These guys are a couple of years removed from Super Bowl, and they got about 4 players. I think that T.J. Ward is not there no more. Malik Jackson isn't there no more, of course. Talib isn't there anymore, and I think there's another defensive lineman that retired. I can't remember his name, but he's not there no more. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, these are some of those same guys, that's been with them. You know what I'm saying? Wolf and those guys. So,
and man, Peyton Manning's gone too. So I don't know what they're supposed to do. They've been trying to find a quarterback for how many years? And apparently, John, he does not know what a good quarterback looks like. He goes out and gets these dudes like he thinks they go do something.
Yeah.
That he drafted the wrong quarterback.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, Osweiler when he first came in, he was looking good, but then some things happened, and I don't know, but I don't necessarily think Joe Flacco's a bum. You know what I'm saying? He's not top tier. I would say like second top tier. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though it was against us, bro, you don't get $100 million contract to be a bum. You had to do something right.
He beat us. And he built his reputation against us in the Super Bowl, and they gave him his money. Still mad about that.
Ronbo, we know if anything, that was a hold or that was a pass interference. They didn't beat us. The ref beat us. You know what I'm saying?
Flacco still got paid.
100 with that.
Yeah,
so. they wanted Ray Lewis. They wanted Ray Lewis to go out with a bang, man. I mean, anybody who knows anything about sports is, about the NFL is, they could factor into the outcome of games and not be sued for it because they're not a sports league. They're classified as an entertainment league, people. Yeah, man, it's entertainment and a nonprofit. That's why a lot of the players have to do, a certain amount of community service hours every year. You know what I'm saying? So,
but except for the Dallas Cowboys, they do their community service because they did something against the law.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, right. Yeah,
on the back of that truck, picking up paper.
Yeah,
Trey, we got to pull up though, fam.
Man.
Let me see you tomorrow.
Hey, Will, you got two. You got 2 tickets left. Now you got 1. I'm claiming one of those.
There you go, Will. You're playing
Hit me in my. I'm gonna hit you in the DM, bro. I need that for that December 22nd date, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I can return the favor for the Seahawks game on December 29th up there in Seattle. It's real close to me.
There you go. And y'all gonna call at the halftime. I'm gonna be looking for y'all too, man. Got Dre and Will hanging out.
Definitely.
Damn it! Oh, that's gonna be too much fun.
Shout out to my TNT fam, man. My player partner Will. Trey Trez, Big Show, you know what I'm saying, Bob Money, Russo, Shea Lewis, you know what I'm saying, all the guys, man. We got 2 more days, fam, and we're going to be on national mother effing TV. You feel me? 2 more days. Not even 2. We got about 8 hours left of this day, you know what I'm saying? And then you go to sleep, then you wake up, we got 24, and then after that, we got about 8 more. It's going to be 5 p.m., you know what I'm saying, on the dot, national television. Let's go. I'm excited, man. All right.
Looking for you tomorrow, fam. Give a prediction.
Yes, sir. You know it. I'm going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night, Drake. And keep in mind, fam, G is scheduled to start this game. I don't know if it's going to be there for 5 minutes or what. Then it's going to be the Nick CJ show with CJ. I guess CJ's back in a position where he could come in right after. I thought the thumb was going to keep him out of the fun, but it looks like not. CJ and then Nick. I'm looking forward to seeing Nick with the lesser unit, too. Watch Nick have a party. Because, see, that ain't his competition. He'll beat them to death. It depends on who 49ers. Well, it doesn't matter who the 49ers put out there as wide receivers. And put Dante out there with him at least. Dante needs some work. I need somebody to mess with him. Trigger that primal instinct. Rousseau, SF49, he says they both had season-ending injuries, ACL and Achilles. Oh, both of them, okay. I forgot about that. Okay. And they let Thomas go. Sanders re-signed. All right. He got over an Achilles already, though? I'm impressed. Jerry Fresh with the fresh perspective. Make sure you click over to the Jerry Fresh channel for some fresh perspective. When I mean fresh, I mean Phresh. He said, what's up? Did my son, Texas boy, call in yesterday? Jerry, you missed it, man. I was shocked. I kept calling him a lie. He says, yeah, Texas boy. Texas boy. Are you serious? Who is this really? Texas boy. Okay, nobody would joke this long. You must really be Texas boy. And then he went on to explain. I said, why do you hang out with us so much? I'm trolling. You got to appreciate Texas boy. Rudy never admitted that. He was in here trolling, and he was saying, I'm just trying to talk you 49er fans some sense into you delusional people. We're not. Texas boy comes in being obnoxious and rude, and he tells you he's doing it on purpose. I got to respect that. Whoop his butt. All right? So, Daniel, let's see a 49ers fan. 5249, T-more in the news every day this camp. Hard to ignore. Jerry, weaker than wet toilet paper. Oh, that hurt me. Weaker than wet toilet paper. Warren may be out of a job. Ah! Josh says, hey, Jimmy G spreading time with Mike Shanahan is going to pay off. When Mike Shanahan was our offensive coordinator, we tore it up. True. In the Super Bowl, and our offense was untouchable. Mike is a guru, and it rubbed off on his child, you know? And you know, it's so funny, because I think Kyle's only got a couple of daughters. Wouldn't it be great if one of them grew up to run the 49er franchise years from now? He says, guys, don't give me crap because I'm a girl and just because I wear dresses on the field instead of pants, okay? I'm telling you right now, none of you know a bit more football than I do. I come from a lineage of brilliant football people. Shut up and listen. I wish you would, boy. James, would you get in here?
What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, I'm having fun tonight, James. You know, once you know your team is about to hurt somebody, all of a sudden your whole food tastes better. The sun shines brighter. Your lady looks better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Everything is right in the universe. James, your perspective on the 49ers intimidating the Broncos into getting mad and start swinging. Stop playing ball. And stop. Well, now y'all gonna beat us up? We just go ahead and kick your ass. Come on, let's go. Boy, put your hands down. All right, you out of here. James,
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I'll tell you like this, Ronbo. It's, you know, teams have taken us lightly for years. And, you know, it's like we've kind of been, you know, a laughing stock to a certain degree because of bad play from the team overall and players not just playing right. And now we've got a young, tenacious defense. And I can tell you that, you know, they're young, they're hungry, and they're going to cause havoc. And this is what not even the full squad on the field, as in Bosa and D Ford, okay, and DeForest Buckner. You understand? And then this back end, no, they're not going to praise Tavares more, but to a certain degree. But right now, I mean, he's so far ahead of J-Dub, man. There's a few people on that team. Yeah.
I mean, so far ahead, not just far ahead, far ahead.
So far ahead because, first of all, the best ability is availability. And that's in the knack on J-Dub. I mean, yeah, you know, he's like, you know, he's a great player. We know that, but he just can't stay healthy to make it, you know, out on that field at his position. You know, I mean, and that's just what we've seen. And it's time. Listen, I don't mind seeing closure when I know that there's a young, better player. And it's not just more alone. I mean, Harris is another one. And listen, I'm telling you, I've been keeping a very close eye on Emmanuel Mosley, bro. He's another one that's knocking on somebody's job position because, I mean, he made the squad.
Maven already got excused.
Yeah.
That was
that's right.
Yeah, and they did that on purpose. Mm-hmm. They didn't even wait. James, they waved him as soon as he says, wait, you all right? Yeah, you waved.
Ronbo, why have to put more gas in the bus going to the airport, okay? Get them, take them now. Don't wait. You know, that's, you know, you got to find ways to be a little more efficient. But I'll tell you this much. I thought about something, man, and this is a real quandary right here for Kyle, man. I mean, the players he knows that he brought in last year and the year before that, and a lot of them, and then the draft, Samuels and Hurd, we know they're cemented to play as long as they stay healthy and be a part of the team. They're going to play. But then it's like, does Kyle say, well, do I feel more comfortable in keeping my receivers I got that even though, you know, they're just human beings, we don't never get it right all the time, as in, KB and Marquise and even, holding on to Trent and even Richie James, because he made some boo-boos and didn't sound too good in OTAs, but
he's
every
tearing it up
time the
now.
ball is coming to him. And I will say this much. He has one of the greatest separations off of receivers when he runs routes. It's unbelievable. It's just like he falls off the defender and is wide open. He don't catch the ball all the time, but he's starting to show that he does want to catch the ball all the time. So with that being said, I'm looking at, as in a Jordan Matthews, that Kyle knows by tape and how good he's been with other teams. But Kyle also has to take into account getting a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo back with the players that he started with in 2017 going into 2018, and now, getting another year with a better grasp on the offense and, knowing one another a lot better and the chemistry and the timing and all that. That's something to think about, because Jordan Matthews, I think, is that name that may be on that, we thank you for what you've done, but we're going to believe that who we've got is going to give us enough to get us over the hump into the playoffs and beyond. Okay. So that right there. And I mean, there's nobody on that team that I could say that are receivers for us that are weak links. I just don't see it. Matthews, I'm not hearing that much about, but people like, KB getting it done when he needs to. Richie James showing up, continuously. Running the routes precisely the way they're supposed to be run, that make your when you go through your progressions, your X and your Y, actually your X is in a better position because the Y is going to slant so deep and open it up. So it's little intricacies that, these guys are getting more in detail with going into their second and third year with, and that's going to be a big thing. And I can tell you one thing, when it comes to that defense too, I got a feeling Elijah Lee might be the X factor in going out, because Al Shazier is starting to, he's out there manning that point as that outside linebacker, that joker, Leo position. I believe it is too. So, and this preseason is going to tell, because they only gave Elijah Lee a 1-year contract, that 1-year prove-it deal. Him, Mostert, it's a lot of people on that team that are on those deals. Not everybody, but a lot of them. So at the end of the day,
and Elijah Lee is hurt right now, so he can't even get out there and work with these guys. James,
that's not good for him at all, man.
We go continue tomorrow, James. And you know what? Prediction time. How bad are the 49ers going to antagonize the Broncos? It's not if they're going to beat them, because most likely, since they've been clowning them for days. So, we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right.
Okay, no problem, Ronbo. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for bringing this program the way you have it at today, this 49er brand and the Empire. And Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening.
Thanks, James. Looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow, too. All right. Fam, I counted 9. Russo, I just counted. You said probably keeping 9, right? I got D Ford 1, Nick Bosa 2, DeForest Buckner 3, Eric Armstead 4, Solomon Thomas 5, Contavious Street 6, Ronnie Blair 7, Sheldon Day 8, DJ Jones 9. My God. That's 9 already. Does DeMontre take somebody out of this equation? It's not going to be Ronnie Blair, because you already know Bobby Sal already says if you want to win, you put Ronnie in. We'll see. Let's go to Justin. Justin, Justin's at the gaming facility. Who is that? Maybe that's Justin singing. Justin! Justin!
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Oh, Justin, I thought that was you singing. I said, Justin's in the band.
Oh no.
Maybe he can't
I'm
come
at a
just yet.
I'm at a wedding.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
Justin, you're calling us from a wedding? I remember you told us about that yesterday. I didn't expect you to call, though, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I'm at a wedding.
Well, there you go. Who is it? Isn't this a relative?
My uncle.
Yeah, right? He's getting married?
Yeah.
And you're talking
He's a
49ers?
49er.
Is he a 49er fan?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we'll see that.
Yes, he is.
You should let him have the phone. We need to say congratulations to him.
Okay, a little later.
You'd be so
But,
far out of
I do want
line.
to finish. I do want to finish up with the conversation we had last night about the whole line.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm saying that our backups are trash. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm starting to agree with Will. I'm saying our backups are trash.
Yeah, we don't want him coming in.
That's what I am.
If we can help it.
No, hell no. After what they did on preseason week 1, no, not really.
And that's kind of scary. That means nobody can get hurt, and already Persons is hurt in day to day.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it is worrisome.
yeah.
So in the first round next year, what happens? First round is going to be an offensive lineman. You know what though?
Let's
see what Najee Turan looks like, and also, will the real Joshua Garnett please stand up? Come on, Josh. I know you can play. I've seen you. Ndamukong Suh means nothing to you. Aaron Donald gets mad and stops playing ball and starts swinging at you. You've got it in you. Come on. But he, finger. Last year, a toe.
Yeah. I don't understand it, man. I really don't. I don't understand. These picks. We think we get a good line. When we got, I think it was Foster and when we traded back to get Thomas. I'm guessing, right? I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, right? If I remember correctly, we traded back
Thomas.
in the first round to get Thomas.
Are you talking about Clint?
Garnett.
Oh, yeah, Garnett.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there was a guy named Thomas, and Trent Baalke, I believe, traded back up in the first round for him. Remember him? He never did play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
What is his
he
first
did not
name?
play at all. So, I don't know.
Terrible.
But I know. It's just, I don't know. I'm hoping, everybody says we should take a wide receiver next year in the first round. I'm like, no.
Oh, no, hell no. A wide receiver?
Please don't.
A wide receiver. Now, why do we need to get a wide receiver in the first round next year? Oh, my. Whoever told you that, have him contact me. I want to talk to him. My God, that's a bad. Good Lord, that's just foolish.
God.
The hell we need in the first round? Oh. How many wide receivers we got?
No.
What are you going to do? What is he going to come in and beat out Samuel and Hurd next year? You going to run Dante off? Come on. What we need badly is back up that offensive line. You're absolutely right. I agree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I saw first three round picks should be our own line. If I'm being honest, and then good. But first 3 round picks, straight up should be O line. So that's what I'm thinking. But our backups O line.
We don't have.
Trash.
I understand we don't have a second round pick. I just realized. Russo pointed that out to me, and I'd forgotten about that. So we go to the third round. Who are you picking up in the third round?
I don't know. I don't know who's eligible.
Pick up another offensive lineman. I'm telling you right now. You know what? I want early round offensive linemen as I can get. Now, I understand that some of the best offensive linemen come in late, but this is an issue that has to be stopped. Every year we're crying and worried about. Right now, we lose any of the first round linemen, or first string. You're right. Sweating immediately commences. You got Jimmy G back there. You can't have weak-kneed sisters up in front.
And Jimmy G needs to stay in the pocket. He needs to stay in the pocket. I don't want him going out and scrambling for nothing. He needs to stay in the damn pocket.
Well, you know what? There's some plays where he can gain safely, as long as he slides. But for the most part, you don't want him to have to run from danger. Now, if he's running as a design play, it's probably set up so he probably shouldn't get hurt. But if he's out there running for his life, we got a problem.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Last year, I remember our line was like garbage. Our line was like, it was like their life, like, oh no, here we go again, here we go again, here we go again. And our line has been a problem for like 7 years now. Our line's been a problem for 7 years.
In fairness, that old line could run block. Oh, they can run you down. Running backs can run behind them all day. They provide pretty creases. One thing Shanahan's got is he's got those guys getting out into space and doing what they're supposed to do. But when it comes to sitting back and just protecting, they can't do that very long. But remember, Jimmy G, on most cases, since he now understands the offense a little better, don't look for him to be standing back there holding the ball like he did in the first 3 games last year. This is something people don't understand. Oh, he's regressing. He sucks. We overpaid. He's a bust. Well, that was BS. What he was is trying to learn the offense. Because you remember, in those games when he ran 5 in a row, how long did it take Jimmy to get rid of the ball? They were recording how fast he was getting rid of the ball because those were rehearsed plays. Learning the real deal is another story. So.
Also, I would like to, I also like, I watched something earlier. It was Mike Shanahan. It was Kyle. I think it was Mike Shanahan. He was talking about how he was helping Jimmy G, off the season. Look at his plays and be like, hey, you could do this better. You could do this. And I like that. Even though Mike Shanahan had a bad tenure in Washington, with RG3 and Kirk Cousins, I still like him as a coach. I think he's one smart coach. I think he's one of the smartest coaches.
A bad year. RG3, didn't he win Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, I'm saying after he hurt his ACL, then it was like a bad year. And they put Kirk Cousins in, and so I mean, I think he's still one a smart coach, and I like that he's helping Jimmy G see his problems. Allow him to fix his problems. And be like, Jimmy G needs to know what he did bad. He needs to know what he did good, but just what he needs to work on. And I like that Mike, from that over the last year.
And remember, going back further than that, that was the guy that orchestrated a Super Bowl. So Mike is definitely legendary. And his son is going to have to come up behind him and see what he can do. But Mike's a great coach.
But I do want to also finish with saying I do think we're probably going to end up with 7 receivers. I really do. I think we're going to end up with 7 receivers. I just think that's going to happen. We did it last year. I think it's going to be the same thing. I don't see them keeping 6. I really don't.
We picked up last year. Did we pick up 7 last year?
Yeah, we did 7. We did 7
And this year, though, it's going to be due to the fact that Trent Taylor's out. Because we got a lot of positions this year, Justin, that are really – it's going to be tough. I just gave off 9 guys on my defensive line. I don't know. Man, DeMontre Moore is playing awfully well. I don't see where we're going to put him, but we'll see. Hey, just get back.
It's one of those – it's one of those things. I think DeMontre Moore okay. I just want to finish up saying DeMontre Moore, I watched him on Monday, because he had a good game week 1 versus the Cowboys.
First exhibition
so I'm saying, you want to watch
Let's see what he does
an eye
this
on
week.
him on Monday.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Get back to the wedding.
All right.
And give our best to your uncle, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, Justin, have a good night.
Good night, y'all. Good night, y'all.
We go to Dion.
Ronbo. What's happening?
Dion, man, I'm like bubbling over my defense. I already knew my offense was going to be fine. I was just worried if the defense was going to be able to contain. And I'm telling you right now, they're definitely going to be able to contain. Hey, but Dion, real quick. Well, I know you say what you go ahead and put him with that, but I want to know. I've counted D Ford, Nick Bosa, DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Solomon T, Contavious Street, Ronnie Blair, Sheldon Day, DJ Jones. Have I got room for anybody else? If we're gonna go with 9,
right.
But
Ronbo, that's the issue. This is a good issue to have. We don't have room because we still have Balawaga, who came out with 2 sacks in the last game. We still got DeMontre Moore that's coming on, and he's looking real strong. Like, we don't have room, but this is a good problem to have. You have to think about it like this. I went on to NinersNation.com, and what I did was, 49ers on CBS. They basically did like a mock 53-man roster.
Right.
So here's the thing. The worry we have to, the issue we have, everybody's just saying it. All of our Niner fans are smart. It's that offensive line.
depth. We don't have it.
We don't have any.
So
Even
I
Kyle
agree with
said it.
everybody. Period, point blank. First two picks of next year need to be offensive linemen. We need to pick up a guard. We need to pick up a center.
You and
Strictly
me?
based on the
We
fact that
agree.
Weston Richburg can't stay healthy. Because if he was healthy, we wouldn't have this issue. Because our starting line, technically speaking, right now is going to be McGlinchey and Staley on the ends. We'll have Person and Tomlinson at guard, and we'll have Richburg in the middle.
Maybe.
Now, I think Person's fine. I'm going to tell you right now, they're just going to keep Person out. They'll start him week 1. We have to see if Richburg at least can get back for week 1. If not, we got Ben Garland now. The issue that I've been hearing with Ben
he's
Garland.
no experience, Dion. He's got a little experience, but not much.
Exactly. They said he's been having problems with getting the ball to Jimmy, hiking it, everything. So we got issues with that offensive line. That's where our problem is. As far as our defense, I'm going to tell you right now, you know what we look like? We look like the Ravens back in the day when their defense carried them. I think our defense is going to carry us. I'm not saying our offense is crap because they're not. I'm going to tell you right now, I understand people may not like this when I say this. 2 people to cut, Jerick McKinnon and Malcolm Smith. Let me tell you why. McKinnon ain't done nothing since he's been there. He's been injured since he's been there, and he hasn't been able to get on the field and produce. And Malcolm Smith is just pathetic. I don't understand why we still have this guy. He's been driving me insane since he's been there, doing nothing, and they're still holding on to him for no apparent reason. But I can tell you right now, you'll see Akello and you'll see Uncle Sherm out there as our defensive backs. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know you love Dub. I know you do. He's
It's
second
all right.
string now.
I'm used to it.
Tarvarius Moore, he's got the spot.
Yeah.
Tarvarius Moore got the spot. It's over. There's nothing else to say about it. When you have Robert Saleh light a fire under your ass and tell you you're not even good enough to play first string,
Fired
and
him
next
up.
thing you know, you come out and all you do is play first string? No, man.
And he even said it.
So,
Tavares even said it.
Yeah.
That's what fired me up. I'm trying to prove myself to Robert Saleh. Good.
Yep.
I got no problem with that.
It's a wrap, man. I'm telling you, our defense we have no worries. And that's what I'm saying. If we don't have Nick Bosa and D Ford, and we're doing this, think when we get them back, it's going to be a joke. I'm telling you, this is just nightmares for quarterbacks. All they're doing is sit there and go, I can't sleep tonight. What's wrong? I don't know, because there's a guy named Ford in my dreams. There's a guy named Buster in my dreams. Then there's this young kid. I don't even know who he is, but he comes off the line. He looks like a monster. I'm just worried. His thighs are massive. They're bigger than Saquon Barkley. I'm telling you, man, like it's a wrap. Offenses are not going to want to go anywhere near our defensive line. We're going to kill them. And then to see Quan out there playing and hyping up Fred and doing the things that he's doing. And then, just our defense is solid. The only thing we have to do is, and I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to jump on Dante for just a quick second. The only thing I'd say is that Dante is a little soft. You're right. He maybe has not faced any dogs. But what he can do is get that dog in him so that we can go ahead and unleash him on the league. He has the talent. That has never been questioned. It's just that he's got to have that dog, that fight in him where he's doing exactly. Did you see George Kittle in practice when he snatched that ball from Malcolm Smith? Smith had his arm right in with him. And Kittle, give me this damn ball. What you doing over here, Malcolm? Get off here, man. We're about to cut you anyway. I don't even know why you over here trying.
This is what I want to see from Kittle. You know what I want to see? I'm not Kittle, but Dante. I want to see that game, maybe week 6 or something. Dante makes a catch, makes a great play, and lays out, the defenders laying on the ground. Dante jerks his helmet off his head and starts yelling, get off of me. I'm sick of you people picking me. Everybody thinks I'm a whip. I'm entertained today. I am done being everybody's little bit. I want to see that so bad.
That's right, Ronbo. That's what he needs. He needs to go in there and lay somebody
Dante.
out.
Yes.
I'm telling you, if he puts that in himself, he's good. But like I said, my 2 cuts automatically off rip right now are going to be Jet and Malcolm Smith. And the reason I say this is because we could use those spots for guys that are going to play. You got to think about it. We still have Raheem Mostert, Tevin Coleman, and Matt Breida. Do we really need to put Jet on the field to see what he has? We already know we have in Matty B. We already know we have in Tevin Coleman. And Raheem Mostert was just a little diamond in the rough. We didn't even know this dude could run like that until last year. The next thing you know, he breaks his forearm. That was the only thing.
And you
then
got
we got all
Austin
these young.
Walter.
We got Jeff Wilson Jr. You got Austin Walter. You got the other little small kids. Like this, we have too many running backs. And honestly, I think we've already even paid Jet all the money he was going to get anyway. So we don't really have to worry about that.
The team still takes a cap hit. So you know what?
We got the space for it. Yeah, space for that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We always got space. With Karag Marate back there doing what he does, we got
not
space.
this year. That's the thing. It would not behoove the 49ers to cut Jet just yet. Now, next year, I think it's another story, but this year, not a financially good move. Plus, Kyle Shanahan, believe it or not, he still wants to see what Jet can do in this offense. They're going to wait.
No, I know he does, and
yeah.
I mean I understand Kyle because Kyle knows he sees things. It's just like with me, and my only other person that I'm kind of down on is Richburg. If you can't stay healthy,
got it right to me.
We paying you all this money, man, and you can't even barely stay on the field. Then we got to worry about Garland. He's barely slapping the ball right to Jimmy.
Yeah.
I can't have that, man.
I agree. We got to pull up. We got to pull up there.
All right, brother. Hey,
let me see tomorrow if you get a chance, though. All right? We're looking for you.
I'm going to be right back, Ronbo. I love what you do, man. Shout out to Niner Gang, Niner Faithful, Niner Nation. Y'all have a good evening.
You too. Like Dion. That's D. Hey, Nudge. You Nudge.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Nudge, I'm telling you, man, I'm looking at a team that we, every year for the last 4 years, I will always put the 49ers in position. I know they're going to win some games this year. And that was just wishful thinking. This year, it's like a comedy thing. You know, anytime a team can come in and deal with this kind of defensive pressure, I want to see them. Who is it? Here's the thing. I was watching a couple of teams we're going to play already. The Cardinals are out. 49ers are going to beat the hell out of that team. I thought Tyler, I know we didn't see nothing, but Tyler ain't going to beat the 49ers. He ain't going to be able to beat that defense. I was looking, yesterday I finally got a look at Lamar Jackson. I was scared of him, Nodge. I ain't scared of him no more. 49ers going to beat his butt.
He's going to have a hard time trying to break the pocket.
I'm saying. And if he thinks he's going to run, I got Quan. Kyle's smart. He puts out the speed team. I put Quan on one side. I got Nick over there if he comes over there anyway. I got D on the other side. And then I got the run and chase man, Dre Green. I want to see him out on the field as much as possible. This is an interesting setup. 49ers are built for these teams that like to run.
Yeah, it's something crazy about John Lynch. He know how to pick some linebackers. I'll tell you that. Lynch know how to pick some linebackers. Especially in the later rounds, too. Greenshaw,
how do you get
Warner.
Green on the 5? He was hurt, though. I think he couldn't run the 40 that day. And a lot of GMs and scouts, just some stupid dudes out there. You know, you and I could do a better job scouting. If I see this dude Greenlaw and I know his history of how fast he potentially can run, if he's got a hamstring issue today, I don't take him off my list. Good God.
At all.
Thank you,
I ain't even going to question. I'm just happy we got him.
Yeah, man.
I'm just happy we got him. Yeah, or we could put, who that safety, Harris? Oh, crap Lamar up.
Oh, yes. Because they can run about this.
Right.
Timor can run as fast as he can, too. So if I bring up the safety, because I ain't worried about him throwing the ball, because Lamar's accuracy it's beyond questionable.
Terrible.
Yeah, so, I'm going to leave Sherm.
Yeah,
and everybody.
You can't even hit a slant route. The receivers got to stop to catch they slant route.
Right? And you see him pausing? Wait a minute, Lamar.
I ain't even worried about it.
You'll get in trouble, Lamar. We're going to get you. So.
And how we making the Broncos defense look. But I'm just season to start, man.
3 weeks. We got 3? Yeah, 3 weeks. Get on the plane. Let's go to Tampa. Oh, Jameis. Gonna make Jameis pay for dinner first night before we get there.
It ain't gonna do nothing. We isolate homie. Evans ain't got nobody else on the other side no more. Deshaun left.
I know, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Sherm on Evans. I mean, it depends on, you know what, man, I don't see this. They got a decent run game in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, if you run against us, we just gonna outscore you. So
Yeah.
go ahead and run.
Yeah, you ain't got no time to be running all game long because, yeah, that's true. Unless you can control the clock. That's the best chance a team's got. If they can grind out first downs and keep the 49er offense on the bench, that's the only chance they're going to have. But how you going to grind out the run game against that front? If the 49ers know all you go run, now you tell Fred and Quan, come get it!
Yeah. And Solomon Thomas, he real run defense, so
him and Eric.
we got it right there. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So we'll be straight. We'll be real straight. And you gonna see, you know how they started fighting in Denver?
Yeah. Frustration.
You're gonna see a lot of that. You're
I
gonna see a
think
lot
so.
of that this year. Especially with Hurd. People getting wide open.
Oh, yeah. I just want our guys, our defensive linemen, everybody on defense, just practice. Hands up in there, way up in the air, so the refs can see. Let him push on your chest, everything. Laugh at him. Keep talking to him. Make him mess up. Keep pushing me. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Watch his little stupid butt get ejected. Oh, God, that'd be fun to watch.
Yeah. Did you see on the Denver, I think it was Sheldon Day, not the Denver Bronco game, the Dallas Cowboy game, when Sheldon Day jumped up and swatted the ball away from Dak.
Dak, yeah. And Sheldon ain't all that tall.
Imagine that with Kyler, seeing DeForest Buckner just jumping up, not letting him have no throws in the middle.
And Dak is how tall? Dak is about what, 6'3", 6'4"? 6'3",
Yeah, he like
6'2", 6'3"? And
6
Sheldon
inches taller
batted him
than
down. And Connor's been running around lying about saying he's 6 foot.
Imagine that.
He's good at getting away,
DeForest
though.
Buckner jumping up, swatting him.
Oh,
Kyler. Yeah,
Armstead, same thing. That's a lot of height. Between the two of them together, that's 6 foot, 8 foot, 7. That's over 7.5 feet of trees.
Ooh.
And
you got speedsters on.
But he's good at finding avenues, at throwing the ball away. They run the RPO a lot. That ain't, man. I'm looking forward to this, boy, because Kyler's gonna try to pull a Lamar Jackson. Because that boy, once he gets loose, though, you don't want that, because he can get away. But we'll see.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure if we make it to the finals, I'm pretty sure we can go all the way. If you think about it. Because if you think about it, in the playoffs, all you need is a good defense, a good run game, and a good tight end. And we got all that. So.
We got all that. Yeah. And a quarterback
if you look
that
at
knows how to improvise.
Jimmy,
we got that.
Yeah.
Because that's what the Rams don't
and the
have.
only team that scared me is the Saints.
Everybody. The Saints scare everybody. Man, if the losses I got, who's on your list? I mean, I got the Saints. I got potentially Browns are tough. I got to respect them. I cannot get scared of the Rams. I tried to. Everybody's trying to say, no, man, the Rams, they still formidable. I don't know, man. The Rams.
Yeah, I don't fear the Rams.
I don't either.
I don't fear the Rams because even they coach love our quarterback. If you look at that, Mike Douglas.
You already said it.
He even love our quarterback. So I don't fear the Rams at all. He know he got a system quarterback.
I know, and it's not going to work. Nodge, we got to go, though, fam. Let me see you tomorrow, Nodge. You get some time. Be looking for you.
All right.
All right, fam.
All right.
Appreciate you, Nodge.
All right.
Night.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It looks like we're going out to Ohio. Hey, Braden.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo? How are you doing tonight?
Braden, just fantastic, man. I was amused by what happened in Denver. So, I didn't know what was going to happen up there. In fact, I expected, since we don't have all our players, I expected Denver to pretty much have their way with our guys. I've not even heard Von Miller's name being called. I just heard about Emmanuel Sanders today. He tried to make a catch. It didn't work. They're not stopping any of our wide receivers. Tevin came in and played, touchdown. Got Matt Breida came in, touchdown. I mean, I'm trying to understand what happened to the city of Denver. I'm loving it. We play on Monday night, and I guess nobody's going to be watching after the first quarter. Game will pretty much be over. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool game.
Yeah, real
Sounds
cool.
like it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think you
game.
can see it. That might be one of those nationally televised. This is Monday night football. Maybe you can see it. Yeah. But go ahead, hey, Braden. What's on your mind tonight? You know, what's on?
Oh, nothing much. I was just thinking about 49ers, just as usual.
Anything in particular? Are you impressed with this defense?
Yes, I am. Who wouldn't be?
As he
The
sports his.
non-49ers fan.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
The non-49ers fans, they be
Yeah.
jealous of our defense because we're too elite.
Are we going to start using that word already? Are we using the term elite? I guess we have a license to. We look like we do. Even if we haven't played any games yet, you can already see the dome rolling towards a stadium near you. Oh. We got to win, though, Braden. It's okay to look good, but you got to be good, all right? So the Tampa Bay is a good team to start with. You can warm up with them. And off to your neighborhood, where you're going to try to attend that game against, of course, the Bengals.
Yeah.
And, and then come back home and the Steelers. So what do you see what happened? Are we going to win all three of those games, or can we expect somebody to beat us, maybe unexpectedly, and maybe we lose to the Bengals? They've got good personnel, actually, that they're not getting any credit for. And then you ride into, there it is, the Steelers, the legendary Steelers. We'll beat them. But yeah, what do you think?
Well, from what I'm thinking right now, oh, sorry if you heard that noise. Something fell down. I already picked it up.
Okay. It's okay.
Anyways, 49ers season, yes, they're going to pretty much win all their preseason games. But what I'm seeing with the Bengals and the Steelers, it's going to be pretty tough between 49ers and Steelers. But what I think about 49ers and the Bengals, I feel like 49ers are just mostly going to gain victory, but the Bengals can stop a little bit of our offense, but our defense can mostly dominate in the game.
All right.
Mostly the defensive player most likely will be like Aziz Al-Shea or Quan Alexander. Nick Bosa, if he's there. And Frank Greenlaw. Most of the rookies and veterans, and most of them on the defense. They'll dominate, like always.
And you're right about Bosa. Somebody said, the writer for NBC Sports, I forget his name right now, but he was told to be 5 weeks. So that means Nick wouldn't be able to come back, and they're going to make sure he's fully healed because this defense can deal with Tampa Bay and possibly the Bengals most likely without risking Nick's health. So Nick maybe comes back for the home opener. I hope it's not any later than that. I bet that's what the 49ers are thinking. They're going to want to take very good care of Nick. If we can let him heal up completely and get him at 100%, that's when we want him. Unless, of course, this is going to be interesting. Because Eric Armstead and Solomon Thomas can take care of the big end. sufficiently and good, actually. Probably not as well as Nick, but still good enough that the 49ers may be fine without him. Let him have the time he needs to heal up. So we'll see. He may be fine in 3 weeks, so we got 3 weeks left? Yeah, he'll be fine. Anyway, it's all about the offense. Because everybody's got to worry about stopping Jimmy G and company and Kyle Shanahan. Nick, I mean, he can rest because the thing is, I got a feeling that Kyle opens up the biggest can of whoop butt that we've seen this year because he's got all the weapons he needs. And the 49ers offense with Kyle so far has been kind of notorious for wide receivers, and especially George Kittle tight end, running wide open free. And everybody's looking around like, how did that happen? So, and that was the watered-down version last year, Braden. After 3 years in this system, a lot of these guys know this system well. So look out. Look out. Oh. Braden, we got to go, though. Braden, what else you want to add before we say goodnight?
All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat, Jerry Fresh, Russo, Big Show, Trey, all of them, and Ronbo on Twitter. I asked you about, can you do me a favor?
Did you, on the message, I haven't got back to you, on the messages, you mean?
Yeah, on the Twitter messages.
All right, I'll get back. Let me go ahead and check
All
that.
right.
I'll get right back to you.
Yeah, and you know how you sent that Nick Bosa to me?
Yeah.
That Nick Bosa jersey?
Yeah. Yeah?
Well, I was saying about one more favor.
Well, let me adhere to that. Let me answer you right because you put it on the Twitter personal message.
Yeah.
All right, let me get to you there, and we'll discuss. Okay? Because we're running out of time.
Okay.
And I got to leave early tonight. All right. All right. Brandon, have a good night, little buddy.
Have a good night, legend. I'm out.
Good night, Brandon. And we go to Russo.
What's up, Ronbo?
Russo, man, just sitting here enjoying the fruits of Lynch and Shanahan's labors, and also realizing how pleasurable this is after having been dragged through the mud of humiliation for years. I think the light at the end of the tunnel, it looks like it's right there. I'm delighted. But Russo, go ahead. What are you thinking?
I can see the light, bro.
Yeah.
It's really close. So today was another positive day. I was actually glad to see that the defense did well again, and actually the offense did much better. So I haven't really been concerned with the offense as a whole this year, but I was happy to see them take steps forward today. And I feel like I heard everybody's name except for like Hurd and Bourne, and like we already know what we haven't heard. So the fact that like Dwelly scored a touchdown, like Breida multiple touchdowns, Coleman was scoring, running good. Debo was making plays. Debo had another 15-yard jet sweep run. Like, that's becoming like a staple.
I love it.
Like once a week, I'm hearing him having a 20 or 30-yard jet sweep. So that's amazing. We saw it in the Dallas game, so it's not even just in scrimmages. Like he's actually doing it on the field.
I mean, got that down to a science, and it's going to get better.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. We're seeing it in its early development. What is it going to be like in a few weeks? Oh my God!
Oh, it's going to be night and day because these guys are only going to get more comfortable with each other, and then it's going to become second nature. Right? They're still like they're calling the plays, and they're still like, okay, I got on this side. They're still like trying to get their alignments and assignments. That's all I keep hearing these guys talk about is alignment and assignment.
Yeah,
and that's just like they're programming their brain. Yeah, they know how to play. Once the ball gets hiked, it's just all now it's second nature. But when it's pre-snaps, it's all like they're still trying to like get themselves in the proper alignment and like understand snap counts and stuff like that. So
exactly, because those pre-snaps are what kill them.
That's the only obstacle right now is learning the playbooks and understanding where you're supposed to be. And like once they get that down to a science, this team is going to be unbelievable.
Man, discipline is the thing. They're absolutely right. And in Shanahan's offense, Man, that's what makes it, Russo, that's what makes it so special. Shanahan's offense is complicated enough. If it's done properly and executed exactly right, there is really nothing the DC can do to help a team, and other than hopefully his players can make the adjustments on their own out there. He can put them in position all day. He can tell them what to expect. But Shanahan's going to know what you're doing before you do it. Now what?
And another thing, like, that's a very underrated aspect. Like, usually when people, like, talk about, like, Shanahan, like, oh, he blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl, and it's like, it's just all negative. But he has that experience under his belt. And now he's the head coach.
Good point.
Look at Sean McVay. He went into the Super Bowl. He was taking the league by storm. No one could stop him. He was just putting up 30, 40 points a game. He gets to the Super Bowl, and he scored 3 points. He just didn't even know what to do. He had no answer for everything. And like, Belichick was like, all right, he knows that we're doing this, so he's going to adjust, and he was adjusting before he even was adjusting, and it's just like he couldn't get anything going, and it's just like Shanahan is going to have that experience now, so when the time comes and the team makes the playoffs and they're making that push for the Super Bowl, he's going to have that under his belt, so it's not going to really hold them back. It's not going to be new for him, so that's another thing that I'm really excited about going forward, and just so I guess the one thing I really wanted to.
So, I said, who's got the best mind in the NFC we're going to be dealing with this year? Is it Sean Payton? You know what?
Yeah,
there's
it's
another
Sean
thing.
Payton, and it's
it is,
down.
isn't it? Who else? And Pete Carroll.
No.
I guess we got to give him
offensive mind.
No, defensive. I'm talking about guys who can actually try to defend. Carroll has not been able to deal with Kyle, but he's had to deal with him a lot in the last 2-3 years.
I give Pete Carroll a lot of
it
credit. Like, I can't stand the Seahawks, but I mean, every year they're missing guys, and it's just like, all right, they're going to suck this year. Now they're going to suck this year, and like, even when they became good, like, Pete Carroll's a good coach. Like, you got to tip your hat off to Pete Carroll. I can't stand the Seahawks, and I actually don't really care for Pete Carroll, but he's a very good coach. I mean,
just
for me
like
to say he's not, I would just be blindly hating on him.
Yeah, you guys still respect him. Just like I've finally learned to respect Russell Wilson, and I hate his little ass. But the thing is,
I'm right there.
Is
I
tough.
respect him.
You know? And I'm trying to think of a defensive guru, though, an NFC that we need to be concerned about that actually has the potential to slow the offense down. We're not playing Belichick this year. Pete Carroll, we are. Yeah. There's nobody in Arizona. There's nobody in our conference. Other than Carroll.
No, I would say John Harbaugh in Baltimore.
Okay.
That's going to be a game for traveling. John Harbaugh, I think he's a very good defensive-minded coach.
On our schedule
they're
this year,
one of
that's
those
true.
teams. Yeah, and it's in Baltimore, and he's the type of coach that, like, if you look over these years, they protect their home field. So
yeah, they do.
Even when so that's going to be a tough game no matter what.
Yeah, even if we are having no problems with Lamar Jackson.
But I could see that being a game where even if we hold them to 2 scores, like 14 points, for instance,
they're holding us down.
We're not going to have much more than 20 or 23. Yeah, that game's not going to be an easy game.
Yeah, the Panthers are usually pretty. They've got good personnel, and the coach is defensive minded, so he's pretty solid. Yeah,
and they added Brian Burns. I like that kid from Florida State, so. He's been looking pretty good in the preseason, too, actually. He had 2 sacks in that first game.
Cleveland Browns, who's the DC over there?
I don't know the DC off the top of my head, but I really like their personnel. And I think, honestly...
Their first game, even if it's not with us, I want to see what they look like. And then I'm going to decide whether or not it's not possible to stop that team twice.
I mean...
Anyway,
if we beat the Rams twice, I'll tell you right now, the 49ers are going to the playoffs.
It makes sense.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Fred, Russo, I'll see you tomorrow, fam. I tell you, always fun to talk to Russo. Tomorrow, though, we're going to figure out what's going to happen in this Denver game because you got Jimmy in there for a few minutes, and it's hard to figure out what's going to go on the rest of the game. But what impact will Jimmy have, and how well will he do tomorrow? His first game under the spotlights against a hostile opponent. Should be fun. All right, Lewis. Lewis is on the phone. All right, Russo. See you tomorrow, fam.
All right, sounds good. All right, have a good night.
To you. Lewis.
Marcus. He's doing it.
What? Lewis?
Wait, you said Pettis gonna win?
Lewis? Yeah, Lewis, you there?
Oh, hello?
Hey,
There
Lewis.
you are. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, snap, Ronbo.
You know,
Oh, snap, I know it was me, my son.
we heard somebody talk about
I'm in here to
Pettis.
mute off.
Who's
Who's talking about Pettis?
I heard somebody say something
What's
about
up,
Pettis
Ronbo?
wherever you are. Somebody said something about Pettis.
Oh, no. Oh, probably Andre Pettis. I don't know. Dante Pettis. I don't know. No, Ronbo. Yeah, I'm sorry. What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Hey, Lewis, man, we're sitting up here laughing and clowning about the Broncos getting all mad and start fighting. 49ers defense was like living in the backfield all day, and they just got mad. You know, man, then you know a team is just causing ruin. I mean, if they make you that mad, it's not even a serious game, man. We're just having a scrimmage and you're getting that mad? What is wrong?
Right.
So I'm laughing, man. I'm laughing because the 49ers defense,
No, most definitely.
man, it's getting there, Lewis. It's getting there. It's getting there.
It is. Defense looks really nice, Ronbo. Can't even lie to you on that.
Offense went so
Defense
crazy
looking
on them, they
really
didn't even get
solid
mad.
right now.
No point in getting mad, I guess. So, yeah.
No, yeah, no, of course, Ronbo. No point in getting mad. No, yeah, Ronbo. I mean, I'm just hearing a lot of, people are kind of worried about Jimmy and stuff like that, and they're like, they're looking at the offense and just kind of like frustrated. I know he had like a 5 interception day the other day. And,
nobody gets over that either. And I understand that because he never does that. But now that he's done that one time, now everybody's freaking out. Lewis, don't be one of them people.
Absolutely.
And I'd rather see him do that in practice than any place else.
Right.
He's fine.
Well,
he was
Ronbo, you got to
fine
take into
yesterday.
account, like, it's the Niners defense. I mean, obviously,
And then there's
know plays already from the, Kyle Shanahan scheme. But like I said, Ronbo, again, we can't go off of what we've seen. We have to wait all 16 games to know what we have in Garoppolo. But I can tell you one thing I do know is Garoppolo is a lot better than the other two quarterbacks that we have. So with that already being said, that's already a plus. Well, Ronbo, I mean, he's a good decision maker. Like I've already talked about the percentages. Like I said, at one point in time, he had like an 80% passing percentage against the blitz, which is something like that was uncanny at that time.
That's Aaron Rodgers,
in that 5-0 run. Right, absolutely, Ronbo. So, but like I said, Ronbo, it's a very good quarterback scheme friendly. I was even listening to you and Russo, my other team brother, shout out to him. But talking about best offensive coordinators in NFC, it's by far Kyle Shanahan. And I understand Sean Payton has the pedigree, but wherever Kyle Shanahan goes, he touches gold. And if you don't believe me, actually do the research and look at the statistics that he's already provided. Like I already told back in previous podcast that you've done, Ronbo, when he was the offensive coordinator for the Texans, Andre Johnson had a career year, had his two highest seasons in yards and in receptions and in touchdowns that year. And he also got Matt Schaub paid. When Matt Schaub left, when Kyle Shanahan left the Texans, hasn't been the same since. When he went to the Browns, he even did offensive productivity as well. Then he went to the Falcons. Guess what? Career years for not only Julio and Matt Ryan, but he got them to a Super Bowl. So, wherever Kyle Shanahan has won, he has been statistically proven that he is a great offensive-minded genius. And it just goes to show. Like I understand, Sean Payton they'll have the longevity. He had, but he also has a Hall of Fame quarterback that also makes everything easier. Bill Belichick's one of the greatest coaches of all time, but it also makes a lot of things easier when you have Tom Brady, one of the greatest
another Hall of Fame
making.
quarterback.
So,
exactly.
Another Hall of Fame quarterback. So you can't knock Kyle Shanahan. He started his first career year with Brian Hoyer, and then going between him and C.J. Beathard having freaking having quarterback battles with C.J. Beathard and Brian Hoyer. That is ridiculous. And then guess what happens? He got a competent quarterback that can at least throw the ball, look good while doing it, and as well as decent at decision making. Because Kyle Shanahan can only put you in positions to hey, they're running a cover 3. I'm gonna have the tight end. I'm gonna have Kittle split the seams. I just need you to do a real quick over shoulder throw to get over the between the safety and between the linebacker, a back shoulder throw right in the seam. Okay, that's all I need you to do, Garoppolo.
And Lewis,
Garoppolo
the best
has to
part
do is just make the throw.
And on the best part, he can tell a receiver how many yards he can anticipate. George Kittle, remember George Kittle, that 40-yard run? Yeah, you do this, do this, and you should get at least a 40 yards. Kittle says, I got 40
not even
yards.
that, though. The Rams,
40 exactly.
The Rams
Exactly. But not even that, the Rams play. I guarantee you, Cal was like, "Hey, Kittle, you're going to be open on here, but I need you to sell the block, fall on the ground," and he got up and he ran a crossing route down the middle, and the linebacker was nowhere to be found. And he broke the record, I believe, on that play. But
that's part of the playbook.
All schematic, and that's all Kyle Shanahan's genius. I'm telling you, Ronbo. So I'm not worried, Ronbo. I really am not. Jimmy Garoppolo has been given the, a fortune because, yes, we paid him because of that, but I guarantee you, Kyle Shanahan sent back, we paid him all that money, but I just need that guy to throw the ball and just listen to me, and I will let us all win games. Like I said, Kyle Shanahan can't put himself on the field, but he can put his players in the right position. It's just up to them to take advantage of the opportunity. That's it.
And
that
remember,
really is it.
Jimmy G is not exactly just a system quarterback. If he needs to get himself out of a mess, he can. If a play collapses, that's what I like about him.
Well, we already talked about that too, Ronbo. The behind the scenes play that he did drive against the Titans. I mean, the dude ain't even been there a week, or 2 to 3 weeks, and he's already, hasn't even put pads on in a year, and he's already saying, okay, they're playing the cover 3. Their safety's a little too far back. I'm gonna hit you on a slant. What did he do? Hit him on a slant. Kept driving it down until he got him a field goal range. Like, the guy is a leader himself. So with that combination of him and Kyle Shanahan, you kind of looking maybe possibly out of Bill Belichick. I don't want to stretch it, but I'm just saying you're looking at a good combination between a leader. You're looking at it's possible. You're looking at a combination between a leader and a genius. And when you combine those two, I mean, Ronbo, only good things can happen, correct?
Yeah,
so I'm telling you right now, I'm not worried about it. But if anything, that's just a testament to our defense as being a great defense that we are. Like I said, people are thinking, top 10 maybe. I'm telling you, top 5 with that type of pass rush, those minds out there. We got a solid linebacking group. Greenlaw is looking good. I can't wait to see him against this Broncos game. So I'm gonna record that. But Greenlaw was looking outstanding. Al Shazier though has my eye, Ronbo. Like I said, Al Shar, 46, whatever. Al Shar though has my eyes, man. I mean, the kid he looks a little smaller than most, but he's fast though, and I think that's what gives him the the leverage on his side to get around blocks and just blow up plays. I mean, he comes in there like a little wrecking ball. He doesn't care, man. He looks strong too.
We got to stop, Lewis. But I tell you what, we'll be back. We'll have some more fun tomorrow. All right.
Back tomorrow. Sounds great, Ronbo. Just shout out to my Team T Connection brethren, Dre, Trey, Russo, Jerry Fresh, Big Show, Trez, Will, all my guys, man. Love the Team T family, man. Thank you, Ronbo, for what you do and the opportunity you give us.
My
Appreciate
pleasure,
you,
Lewis.
Ronbo. Have a good night, brother.
Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah. And let us now go out to that incredible state of Virginia and say, Night Hawk!
What's up, Rambo? What's going on tonight?
Rambo is thinking, Nighthawk, the defense is no longer going to be pushed around, bullied, or clowned. Nighthawk, this defense is getting ready to make some noise. Finally, we've been waiting for how long? And this defense is going to beat people up. Don't listen to anybody who tells you, well, that front line defense might be okay, but I don't know about that secondary. Don't listen to that, Nighthawk. They don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you right now, that secondary could be tight as well because of that front line defense. Bam, bam. Nighthawk, you and I could go out there and play in that secondary and have a good time. When that quarterback's in trouble all the time, under pressure, making them wrong throws, he's throwing to the wrong dudes. You know, we're throwing to Richard Sherman on one side of the field, Jason Verrett, and I still trust that Kello Witherspoon. And Tavares Moore or Jimmy Ward, it don't matter. You cannot beat up that secondary. And that's, tell you that, Nighthawk. Get ready to buy 3 or 4 different jerseys. Buy number 25, buy number 23, number 20. Hey, Nighthawk, as a matter of fact, how many jerseys you got?
Right now, I got I have the old school of what's his name? The guy from Oakland. What's his name? The guy who he left. I forgot his name.
Wait, he used to play. Oh, Crabtree. Hey, Not 8. Wait a minute. 19? What wasn't Crabtree number 19? I forgot.
Yeah, I have his.
Oh, I feel embarrassed. I can't diss on Crabtree like that. I forgot what number is it, Night Hawk?
I'm not sure what number. I don't have it on me right now. I gotta look at it.
We've all gotten over Michael Crabtree.
Yeah,
but
I
it
had
says,
to do it for a long time. Because when he came with the 49ers, yeah, I still have his jersey.
You look through the closet?
Yeah.
Hey, you got number 15. It's Crabtree was 15.
Yeah, it's 15. Yeah, it's 15.
Yeah, you know it.
But I still have it, but whatever.
Yeah, you know he was out, as you know, of a job. He was over in. He was trying to get back in our conference. He was trying to get with the Cardinals. I was hoping that would happen because I says, we have the Crabtree Sherman reunion.
I hope he does. You know what? I was hoping he does. So if he did, you know what? What's his name? I forgot our cornerback.
Richard Sherman. It's a Richard Sherman versus Crabtree all over again. This time,
I want to see that again. I want to see that shit again.
Man.
I want to see this time. I want to see him when he played the 49ers with him on the team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to see him play with the Cardinals.
Well, that would be funny, wouldn't it? I tell you. But we haven't seen the Cardinals are not running any of Kingsbury. Is it Kling or King? Anyway, we've not seen the Cardinals aren't running Kingsbury offense yet. So we all got to calm down until we see the real Cardinals, Kyler Murray and Kingsbury, because everybody is already talking about Kingsbury. Oh, man, that ain't nothing, man. Boy, ain't beat nobody. See,
no, I'm not scared. No, because everybody keep on talking about the Rams. I don't care about the Rams, Sean.
Yeah, I have a problem with the Rams being good.
Because the people, I'm tired of hearing about the Rams. I'm not scared of the Rams.
Yeah, I think that
I'm not scared of the Rams. We're going to kick the fucking Rams' ass.
I need to see the
I'm
Rams.
not scared of the Rams.
Yeah, they got their receivers, Talib and Mr. Bite on every play. Patrick, I'll wait. I don't see the Rams being that good this year. They lost the wrong people. And teams usually look kind of different when they come out of a Super Bowl, especially if they lost. So I don't know. Remember the Panthers lost?
No, I'm not scared of the Rams. They're going to kick the Rams' piece of shit ass.
Remember the Panthers that year? They went to the Super Bowl and played in our house? And they got their brains beat out by the Broncos. And the next year,
you know what?
They had so much trouble.
The Rams did not belong in the Super Bowl. They did not belong
in the first place. That's the thing. So
the Saints have been in there.
Yeah, it would have been a better game. So we'll see. Because it was Hall of Famer against Hall of Famer. Boy, that would have been a special Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, like I said last night, we're gonna be 12. We're gonna win 12 games. I'm telling you right now.
12-4. Yeah. I'll be satisfied with 11 this year, but 12 would be especially nice.
I'm telling you, like I said, we're gonna beat the Rams. You're gonna beat Seattle. We're gonna beat the Cardinals.
Depends on how confident they get, because they look pretty cocky today over in Denver, over there running smack and beating up on them. We've not been able to do that in a long time, Nighthawk.
Yeah. But I want to give a shout out to Bashar and I want to give another shout out to Sheik and everybody else who's in the Nighthawk Club with me.
All right. Because it's Nighthawk's Club, as a matter of fact. Hawk, I'm going to tell you what, let me give you the holla so I'm going to get on out of here. You ready?
Yep.
Man, the Nighthawk, the legend. That'll have a good night, man. Yeah.
I'm out. Night Hawkins out.
There's this Texas boy. He said Dez made Sherman look bad. Hey, but you know what though? Strong wide receivers do make. And Russo says it's Cliff Dingleberry. I like that name for him, Mister. No, if I had a chance, I'd pick him up in the first round. And then later on, I never said that. Adrian get down there and says Debo is going to be the number one. He has the ability and wants it more. Could be. Ain't gonna argue. It's yet to be seen because Dante is there. Let's see what the competition results in. Brandon Lone, shout out VA in here. Not Empire for life. And there's Jacob Aguilar. He said, hey, what's up, Jacob? And, man, I tell you. And you know what I'm going to do, fam? All right. I always forget because Kim Boutron, I always forget to say, like, Kim makes every broadcast as well. A lot of people do. You got Jeff Tan. You got a lot of people here every night. Yes, yeah, you know who you are. Tell you what, I'm going to look for you tomorrow as well. And the like. Gotta hit the like. It makes me feel fulfilled that somebody liked it. Can't wait to see tomorrow, fam. What we're going to do is go ahead and discuss. Jimmy G's going to play his first preseason game. He'll play this week and next week. And what can you anticipate from Jimmy G? Who's going to be his hookup guys? Because I got a feeling Kyle's going to send everybody out there. He's going to probably put, I tell you, I really worry he's going to be at the center position. Ah, man. Anyway. Oh, G. Smith. Oh, thanks, G. Smith. Appreciate you too, fam. See you tomorrow. Niners! Fair off.